Well, good evening and welcome to the All Sports All Plays Network. This is your boy Freddie Henderson. I'm joined by Ray Cruz to the left of me, the bottom, Jonathan Mathis. Nate the Great will join us pretty soon. What up, fellas? How you guys doing?
Doing good. How you doing?
Happy Friday to you all.
Happy Friday. Man, this is a beautiful moment, a wonderful moment that we can come on here. This is a different type of show, not come on here and talk sports. But to give back to our viewers, give back to our fans, give back to the ones that, supported us along the way, the one that gave us motivation to keep pushing, to keep doing what we're doing. And so this show is also to give thanks to all the analysts on this network. The show is to give back to everybody who's put a fingerprint on the ASAP network. We have videos from certain folks that wanted to say certain things. Before Ray go on, before Jonathan come on, I'm gonna go ahead and give my little speech because I'll try to memorize it. I have like a whole presidential speech going on over here. So, but let me go ahead and get mine out the way. It's crazy to think within a year, of having an idea of starting up a network. I was a part of another network, but that incurred with Jonathan right here, but that gave me the fire, to, want to start up a network of my own. It gave me the fire, the thought was just to come on here to talk sports. But what I found out along the way, I did more than just, come on here to talk sports. I built friendships, relationships with certain people along the way. I will say this, we have faced adversity. It has not been easy, have not been easy at all. But to see what we have accomplished, what we have, the odds that we have beating, it makes you feel so much better. To know that you finally reach 1,000 followers. And to be honest with you, we beat our goal way sooner than we thought we would have. The goal was to reach it in June, and we reached it a month earlier. So I think that's big. I want to thank all the viewers out there. Without you guys, this would not be possible. I want to thank you guys for watching our shows, commenting, coming each night, watching each one of us, putting up with my crazy delusional takes at times. Want to thank you guys for that as well. I want to thank all the analysts on the network. I want to thank you guys for taking up your time, your dedication. Yeah, Mike, if you want to hop on, Nate the Great will send you the link. Nate, if you could take care of that for us. We want to thank all the analysts on the network for you guys putting your time, your dedication, because what we're doing here. It do take time. It do take dedication. It takes you working on your craft to become what you are. It takes time away from your family. It takes time away from your personal life to come on here to do a show, an hour to 2 hour show at night, 2 times a week. We want to thank you for doing everything that you're doing. I want to thank my admin group, for you guys' time, for putting up with me, for helping build this network to be one of the best network it is on Facebook. I want to thank, I'm single each one of them out. I want to thank Christopher Brown. It was a crazy story about Chris. Chris at first, when we first started, Chris and Nate are, I believe right now, our longest tenure analysts on the network. Chris, when I seen Chris, I ran across him on just watching one of his podcasts. And so I messaged the dude 5 days in a row. He never responded back to me until finally one day he responded back to me. I told him what's up. And he's like, okay, yeah, I come on and talk sports. And then a week later, I knew the dude's brains were so smart. A week later, I said, "Hey, how about you come on and be as an admin group?" And then now he's the vice president of the network. That's crazy how that works. And then Jay Ness, always from day one, I told Jay, I said, Jay, man, you're bigger than just an analyst on the network. You need to come try to be an admin. And finally got him onto the admin group. Then Ray, when the opportunity rose, Ray was the very first one to volunteer to step up and be part of the HR department. Want to give a shout out to Ray. What's up, Mike?
Yeah.
Want to give a shout out to Yoel. Yoel, when the time came apart, we needed somebody to help us on social media. He stepped up. But I give a huge shout out to Nate the Great. Nate, like I said, he is the longest member here of the network. And Nate have the one of the biggest roles on this network. Without Nate, none of our shows go live. Not none of them do. Nate, put in so much time of this network. He put in so much time. He bees on air, but he's just behind the scenes. He be on the production side of things. He runs that stuff. And he never complains about him about anything. If anything, the dude would text you 12 o'clock at night, giving you throwing out ideas or suggestions or what can he do to be better or what can he do to make the network better. So I want to thank my whole team for helping make this network become where it's at. A lot of times I give a lot of the praise because I'm the figurehead. I guess I'm the face. But without, first the viewers, the followers, it wouldn't be nothing. And without the analysts on the network, this network wouldn't be anything. Without the admin team, this network wouldn't be anything because I've learned a lot over the years. And I repeat again, like I said, this journey has not been easy. Trust me, it has been obstacles that we've had to come across. And each time we beat the odds. So I just want to thank each and one of you guys, the guys that's watching. I thank all of our followers, and for the respect, I'm gonna let Ray go next, and then we'll go from there. And whoever posted this 100, please let me know who you are. I don't know who you are.
Well, my name is Ray. I am the HR here at the All Sports All Play Network. I joined here in March of this year. My mother passed away in February, and this gave me an outlet to do what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a sportscaster all my life. From fourth grade on, I carried around a notebook that had everybody's shooting percentage from the NBA all the way down to college basketball, all the way down to hockey. I also went out and give you a little breakdown of what I came from. I played basketball at home. I was the all five players on the air, both teams. I was the commentator. I was the crowd. So that's how much I wanted to get into being a sportscaster. And this outlet gave me the thing. But the most important thing is to all our followers and fans out there. This network would not get on if we didn't have any fans out there and who following this page. And then hitting 1,000 a month early, set the goal here. We need to keep going as we going. We need everybody to jump over and follow our YouTube channel. Also, in all our social media outlets, jump on down, like it, share it. More you share it, more our fans share it to their page, more people we can get on to joining the experience of this network. So I'd like to thank all the people that follow, all the 1,000 followers. Thank you very, very much, and keep up the good work, and we'll keep up the good shows. And if you have any suggestion for shows, you can send us a message with some ideas, and then we can send it up through our admin process, and then we come up with some good shows. And if we want to start recruiting more people, we'll start recruiting. We'll put it out there for our fans. So, I like to thank Freddie for, inviting me when I first saw the ad on one of them podcast plays. I immediately jumped onto it. He gave me a full tryout. I didn't know how good I was going to be, but then I made a cut, so I'm appreciative of that. So thanks for having me on the network, and thanks to all our followers.
All right, Jonathan.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Jonathan Mathis here. I was given the nickname the Sports Judge, and I'm going to share to you guys how that came about. And how I got that nickname was because of Judge Mathis. the famous judge that's on television. And my last name, of course, happens to be Mathis. So years ago, when I was writing for this website called Fansided, which is no longer in business anymore, there was a guy at the network that gave me the name Judge Mathis. And I said, you know what? Let me come up with something more original. Let's be more original because there's already a guy by the name of Judge Mathis. So why not call myself the sports judge? And ever since then, I've been called the sports judge. And that's primarily because I've always been very judgmental. I've always been very outspoken, not afraid to hold back on my thoughts and my feelings. And that's how that nickname came about. And ever since then, I've held on to that nickname. A lot of people know me by the sports judge. A lot of people know me by Jonathan. Since 2006, I've been writing about sports. I've started writing that year. I've enjoyed every moment of it. I don't have any regrets. I mean, there's times that it's been very frustrating. There's times where you feel like you've been blackballed from the industry, but in reality, you haven't. You just can't take it personal because this is the type of business that it is. It's very competitive. It's hard to get into this business, and you have to know how to deal with rejection. And I can be honest with you guys, I have not been the type of person that can deal with rejection too well, But I mean, it's part of life. You have to learn that you can't take those things personal. And, since about, maybe I'll say about 2018 is when I really started immersing myself into podcasting. That's when I started, branching out a bit, stepping out of my comfort zone, because as you guys know, I'm more intelligent, more coherent on paper than I am verbally. So what I'm trying to say is that I'm a better writer than I am as a podcaster, but I continue to work on my craft as a podcaster. And I feel that over the years, I've gotten better at podcasting. I'm not as frightened anymore in front of the camera. I'm more confident in front of the camera. And that's key right there, is having the confidence when you're speaking in front of an audience. And I have built that confidence, and I felt that I've gotten better, and it's humbling. And Freddie, he saw my talent. He acknowledged it. He reached out to me. And when he reached out to me to join this network, I had to carefully ponder that decision. I wasn't really sure at first if I wanted to jump on board to this network. And I thought about it a few days, and then, I said, you know what, Freddie and his team over here, man, they got something going really good. And you know what, I'm going to give it a tryout. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did, because now I'm here. This is a great network. I've built great relationships with great people here. I've met a lot of great people, and it's been a wonderful ride since I jumped on board. And I couldn't be happier but to be a part of a great team like this with great people, people who have a vast knowledge for sports, people who want to do the same thing that I want to do, who are inspired by this and take this very seriously, and that's what I like. That's what I like about the people here at this network. I admire that you guys take this seriously, that you guys want to get better every day. And I think that helps me as a man want to be a better, not only a better podcaster, but a better writer as well. So you guys have been an inspiration to me. And it's a pleasure to work with you, Ray. It's a pleasure to work with you, Freddie. And it's a pleasure to work with you, Mike, and the rest of the team. I'm not leaving anyone out here. The rest of the ASP team has been awesome. You guys are phenomenal. You guys are fantastic. And lastly, I want to thank our fans. Without our fans and our audience, we would be nothing. Without you guys, none of this is possible. We thank you so much for taking the time out of your day, because there's many options out there and there's a lot of platforms that you guys can choose from. But we thank you wholeheartedly for joining, not necessarily just joining our team, but listening to us. stopping by to hear what we got to say. It means a lot to us. And I'm humbled by this. I'm completely honored to be a part of this team. And I was flattered to be given the opportunity to use this platform. Thanks to Freddie and everyone else a part of this team. You guys are awesome.
Before I let Mike go, I also want to thank all the big time guests that we've had on this show, from Rob Archer to Darren Smith, who covers the Kansas City Chiefs, from Miss Rachel Hill, who covers the Cleveland Browns, Browns, the Cleveland Cavaliers, that does shows on this network Monday through Wednesdays, from the reporter from the Tennessee Titans, from the Zydeco Spice women's tackle football team, and many more. I want to thank you guys for giving us time, coming on our small platform, and you used to being on the high. I want to thank you for taking your time out to come and do a show with us. At this time, I'm going to let Mike go in there and say what he wants to say.
So just to start it off, if you guys didn't know who I was and I just randomly came on the network, I'm from Chicago. I grew up always thinking I was going to be in the majors, whether that be in lacrosse or football or whatever it be. And unlike Ray, I never really saw myself as a broadcaster. I never really had that confidence that I thought, I always knew I was a good public speaker. I was always a great, person to talk to on the field or anything like that, but I never thought I'd have an audience or anything like that. And as time went on and injuries started, I realized I found that I was better at, scouting on different players and becoming better at what I'm doing here now than I ever was as a player, which is saying something because I've dedicated myself fully to being a full-time player. But realizing now I'm 21 years old, that I found my calling and I found what I'm really interested in. Coming from where I come from Chicago, you really don't get a chance. A lot of us don't get a chance to, make it or get an opportunity somewhere. So when Jonathan told me that Freddie would be willing to have me on as a tryout, it meant everything, because for a long time, Jonathan knows, he was on my podcast a couple times for the Kobe tribute and a couple other things. You just don't get those opportunities with good people. You kind of just make what you can get and skate by. But to be a part of ASAP, at first I was really skeptical about it. I was like, who are these guys? Freddie and Ray going at it nonstop. I was like, what is this going to be? But after being here, it's guys who work hard, and I don't know if there's any females on here. I haven't been here long enough, but it's anybody in general who's a part of ASAP works hard at whatever they do. Especially Nate, like you said. I mean, Nate constantly always sends me the links to make sure I'm here on time. He'll send it to me like 2-3 times because he knows I'm not looking at my phone. But it's been a blessing to be here. Whether you're fans of my podcast, Mike on the Mic, listening to this, whether you're fans of ASAP, however you were brought here, I fully do appreciate you. And I hope not only are we going to make it from ASAP, we're going to become even bigger from that and just get better as we all move along. And I'm grateful for you guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nate, Ray, you're getting kind of sad to see you wiping your tears off, Hey,
man, I get emotional. I'm an emotional kind of guy.
All right. So before Nate come on, we have a couple of videos. Some of the analysts, some admins that sent out that they want to say a few words as well. So the first one, we're gonna go Eric. As you guys see, it shows on Wednesdays and Sunday morning. So let's go ahead and play his.
Like, Justin's gonna get his work in, and he's a quieter guy, but like when he talks, you listen, and when you're playing with a guy like that, you kind of feel invincible. You feel like we got Justin Herbert on our side, or we got Penei Sewell on our side. Like we're good. Like we're gonna be okay. And when our back's against the wall, you kind of look at those guys and they look at you like, I need your help. There's a big argument with a lot of people about who was going to have a better year, Joe Burrow or Justin Herbert. And, Joe Burrow's a great player. And obviously, unfortunately he got hurt. But I always said, like, if you put Justin on that LSU team, he's doing either better or just the same thing. Exactly. And if you put Joe with our team, we weren't that type of team yet, so I felt Joe probably wouldn't have.
What's up, everybody? It's Justin from the Rick T Podcast. I just want to give a quick shout out to ASAP Network. Thank you for having us on and giving us another platform to do our thing. Thank you.
My name's Tony from the Rick T Podcast. Just wanted to give a quick thank you to ASAP Network. Thanks for having us. We appreciate you.
ASAP Network and ASAP Network fam, shout out to you guys for allowing us to do our show on your guys' network and for viewing us when you guys can. I'm Eric Holmes, host of the Rick T Podcast and the Talk Your Talk Show live every Wednesday night and Sunday morning, man. Appreciate you guys.
Yes, we would like to thank the Rick T Podcast for being a part of this network. I want to thank you guys for doing what you're doing and want to inspire you guys to keep pushing, keep doing what you guys doing. We appreciate each and one of you guys being a part of the network. Nate, at this time, can you play the video that Jay Ness sent in?
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jay Nez from the All Sports All Plays Network. And I just wanted to say thank you, guys. And, thank you for your following, your sharing, your liking. We appreciate it. We do this every Monday and Thursday, Real Talk. You can catch me. There's plenty of stuff out there. If you haven't already subscribe to our sister network, Minds of Creativity. We appreciate the love. And be on our journey, man. We're reaching 5,000 soon.
He's so right about that. Nate, if you can play yours.
Hey everybody, it's your boy, the Big Dog, host of Bring It on Monday nights here on the ASAP Network. Just want to thank all our followers for staying with the network. We got so many great things coming up. We cannot wait. We're just real excited. We're growing every day. So keep tuning into our shows and just follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter. We have a Twitch channel now. We're doing some stuff on YouTube, so look out for that. And to make sure you just comment on all our videos and just really see what we're doing. We're doing some amazing stuff, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. We're growing. Just, the playoffs are here. We're doing some really cool shows come the NBA playoffs, and then summertime, and then NFL season. Just wait. We have so much in store for you guys. So thank you for being faithful to the ASAP Network. We really appreciate it. And we will see you guys down the road, and keep tuning in.
Yes, sir. You're so right about that. Ray, do you have anything last thing you want to add to it, or?
I mean, we just continue to revolve this network. We're doing the production meetings and stuff here, and we revolve it where we need it to be. We have a lot more content that we're going to come up with ideas and get more people to join in on. We got college football coming up, so stay tuned for the network. We're going to throw a college football show out there. We're going to throw some NFL shows out there. Then we're going to rock and roll into the basketball season, get back into the NBA, back into the college basketball after the, football and all that. And we follow all kinds of sports here. So, you can generate some ideas, send it to our online page. We sit there and monitor the pages. You can send it to the chat. You can chat me, Ray Cruz. On Facebook, you can chat me, send me some stuff you want to see on the network, and we'll bring it to the production meeting. And you never know, you might see it on the network.
Now we're gonna bring in the one and only Nate the Great.
Rename it. So I want to share a quick story real quick. Before being part of this network, I was doing a podcast. I was doing Sports Edge. Was doing it really since January of last year. And Sports Edge joined a radio station. It's only on for a few weeks because of some miscommunication. But that's a long story. Number three. So after leaving that radio station, I sent an offer out. Hey, I'm willing to join your network. And I sent it to 3 other people, and then finally I read your post on Facebook, Freddie, you were the fourth person that said that, hey, I'm willing to start a network that anybody wanted to join. So I sent the message out. Thank you for thank you, Freddie, for having me help out. And thank you for all the other analysts that are also joining the network, bringing what you have to the table. And thank you for the fans. 1,000 followers on Facebook. Now YouTube, we're trying to get to that as well. So subscribe, hit that notification bell, and so we can get up to that 1,000 mark on YouTube.
Ajax. Oh, it's Nigel. Nige. Yeah.
It is, yeah. That's the one.
I just did a famous Freddie thing. Like I always do on the show, always calling him on mute. Like Jay said, Nate, like I said earlier too, thank you for all your work, man. Because sometimes I question myself. How is Nate possible to do what he's able to do? Because like I said, without you, Nate, none of these shows would go on. You are a big part of the network. We want to thank you for your part of this network. Because without you, things would not go on. So we want to thank you as well.
Love that. The last question.
Right, so
I was a centre midfielder, number 7. I represented my country 74 times, scoring 6 goals.
Number 8
was
No, you good. All right, so like Ray was saying, we have bigger things coming to this network. We have big things coming. We're not going to just settle like 1 year of success. We're going to get better. We're going to get better. We're going to be better. We're going to put in the work. Each and one of us on the network is going to get better. We're going to look to add different shows to the network. And we promise you, we're going to bring the same energy. We're going to show our fans, our followers, that this first year was not a fluke, that this up and new coming network did not just boom off of a fluke year. We're not going to be like the Cowboys. We're not going to be like the Miami Heat of this year. We're going to be the best network there is on Facebook. We're not going to be like the Phoenix Suns. Oh, my bad. This is a shot at Jay. We're going to be the best network there is on Facebook. I promise you that we're going to bring the best product to you guys. We look to add bigger. We look to add and bring even bigger guests to the shows. We look to add and bring just better content. And like Ray said, if you want to add something to the network, if you want to see some changes, message the page, and we will work on that for you. Like our page, follow our page, share our content, rate it, give us a rating on the page as well. Give us a rating. We have like 3 or 4 ratings. Tell us what you feel about this network. And we want to, and pretty soon we're going to start doing some fan giveaways. We're going to do that real soon. To show some love to our viewers. We did it before. We're going to do it again because it is important. Like everybody said, without you guys, this network is nothing. We're dead. Nothing without you guys. You guys mean absolutely everything to us here at this network. If these gentlemen do not have anything else to say, we want to tell you guys to have a good rest of your night. Tune into each and one of our shows every day that goes on. Comment, share, like, check us out on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and all that good, great stuff as well. If not, if they don't have anything else to say, I think Jonathan Daughter's waving goodbye. You guys have a great night.
You too. See ya.
Bye, everyone. Say bye.